Good afternoon, everybody. Todd Miller, Patrick Liddy, local sports program here at UNR, where the Wolfpack is hosting Stanford. How you doing today, Patrick?
Doing well. What another beautiful day out. The nicest day of the year so far. Perfect Saturday to play some college lacrosse.
Yeah, I've done some games this week where it's been bitter cold. I'm in a t-shirt right now. This is nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I wore it too little much. I'm in a long jacket. It might be a warm day, but that's okay. I'll take this.
Should be a fun game. This is UNR's first home game.
Yes, yeah. I think it's going to be a great game. Right now, I mean, we have UNR, who's kind of off to a 1-3 start. Not the greatest start I think Coach wants. However, they have a doubleheader this weekend, and nothing more better than to finish off the weekend 500 and to get 3 in a row for the Wolfpack. Now, they're going to play a tough opponent, though. Stanford's 4-2, coached by Coach Jepson. This is a good Stanford team who's beaten a couple of teams that UNR has faced off against. So the Wolfpack has their hands full today. That's absolutely for sure.
I'm excited. So doing high school lacrosse, it's always fun bouncing up to college lacrosse. I think last week I watched UNR play BYU, and then I also watched the GCU BYU game. BYU being a tough team. They're always men out there.
Oh, absolutely. That's no joke of a team. I think the Wolfpack dropped that game by about 20 goals. The BYU, they're a very good team.
Yeah, I think it's been like that every time they've played. I remember a few years ago when we were out at BYU. That was probably one of the funnest streaming experiences I've had. They had me in their inside stadium about 60 feet up a ladder in my own little crow's nest.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
It was probably one of the best angles I've ever had, but it was a bit scary being up that high.
I bet. We're at ground floor here today, so that'll be a little bit different. But, yeah, really excited. Beautiful in Reno, Nevada today, and I think today's game is going to be an awesome up-and-down game, fast-paced game. Talking to the coaches before the game, they're looking really excited. The players are fired up for this one.
So, per usual, we do not have a scoreboard. I was hoping they would have it fixed by this season, and they don't. So I will do my best on zooming in on the little tiny one there on the table, and then hopefully for tomorrow I'll have an actual scoreboard on the screen.
I had one of the players over there text me when there's 2 minutes left in the game, so we'll know when there's 2 minutes left in each quarter at least. So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I know some of the people at UNR, and I've always been pushing for them to fix this scoreboard, and they just never seem to do it. So it is what it is. I'm going to try to carry most of the games this year. I'll be here tomorrow, but it all depends on how my schedule goes because I cover all the high school games too. So we will get as much UNR live home games as we can.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be live tomorrow. UNR is going to play Boise State at 1 o'clock, I believe.
12.
12. Excuse me, 12.
And actually, I'm looking forward to that one. That should be a great game.
Yeah, great doubleheader weekend. St. Patrick's Day weekend. Bunch of fans here. I think we have a couple hundred fans. Looking really forward to doing this game today.
This place is packed. This is one of the largest crowds I've seen here at a UNR game. I heard they're even having a birthday party here.
There's a birthday party here somewhere.
You forget that, it's mine.
So we got the teams breaking right now, getting to the middle of the field. In net for UNR, we're going to have Peter Martinson. Coach told me before the game, really experienced goalie who came from GCU. He transferred last year to this year. So experienced goalie, knows his way around the lacrosse community, and he's kind of the defensive backbone. This defense is a very young defense. We have 3 starting freshmen at close defense, and this goalie kind of keeps them in check a little bit, kind of being the leader and the quarterback for the defense. And then in goal for Stanford, we have number 6, Kyle Park. He's another good keeper out of the Stanford area.
UNR's probably got twice as many players.
Yeah, I was counting early in the game. Stanford only traveled about 15 players. I know, talking to Coach, they came in last night, so they had a little night of rest, which is, kind of smart, getting some players some rest. It's a high elevation change from Stanford over to UNR. But they got a night's sleep of rest, but they only got 6 guys on the bench, so it's a hot day. We'll see if they're well conditioned. Yep, and the goalies break, and we are underway. we're going to get started here. Number 8, Jason Gordon for UNR is going to face off to start. Against number 8, Cannon Kassan, who's from Palo Alto, California, right in the Stanford area. So it looks like UNR is going to start off in a double pull situation. So they're going to have 2 LSMs on the wings, trying to don't give Stanford a break here. Looks like a nice little even matchup to start off. A little scrum. And Gordon's going to come up with it to give UNR their first possession. But Stanford's going to have a heavy ride here, not letting him touch it in. He only has high pass to Ryan Charbonneau, and UNR has the ball. They're going to get their offensive personnel on the field, but we have a whistle. Offsides going the other way. So looks like UNR a little sloppy in the substitution game. Going to give Stanford the actual first possession of the game here. Into their offensive zone. Number 15, Michael Osborne. UNR is going to pull him. He's one of their better midfielders, and they're going to dodge right outside the gate. Big number 16, Finley Desai. Dodge from the righty wing. He's going to get a shot, and it's going to go in. Stanford's going to score the first one from number 11, Aaron Tayo. A shifty attack, a freshman out of Kensington, Maryland. He made the long travel. This Stanford team is kind of all over the place. They have a lot of California, Oregon, Washington, New Jersey, Oregon, Maryland, Georgia, Utah. They even have a player from the Mariana Islands. So in Saskatoon or Saskatchewan, Canada. So kind of a team, well-traveled team all over the place for the Stanford Cardinals. A great face-off. That's going to be 2 in a row for Gordon. But Stanford's they're going to stay in that tough ride. They know Gordon is going to have to pass it off to someone, and they're locking off his adjacents. Yep, and he's out of bounds. That's 2 turnovers in a row for this for UNR Wolfpack. 2 bad turnovers. You know, you want to get it into your zone. You do not want the ball in your face-off player's sticks. You want to get into an experienced offensive player to settle down and get your offensive person on the field. And transition turnover for Stanford. Going to be picked up by the goalie. And right up to the field to Tommy Cole. He's going to be pushing it down. Oh, man, another bad turnover by UNR. And they have a fast break going. Yep, and that's an easy goal for Dash Sai. Dash Sai is one of their most experienced attackmen as a junior on the Stanford team. And that's 3 bad turnovers in a row for the UNR Wolfpack. Coach Wright is going to call a well-needed timeout after that start. That's never good when you win, your first 2 face-offs pretty cleanly, throw it away, and you're already down 2-0. Yeah, if you're Coach Wright, you're definitely telling your players, calm down. This is your first home game. You have a huge crowd in front of you. Get the players to the attackman, get it through X, and settle down the ball. The last thing you want to do is be running with their heads cut off and throwing away the ball, especially when you need these possessions.
Yep, settle down, just start playing. Stanford brought 2 buses? Who's the other bus for?
I think there's a baseball game going on, so I think it's the baseball bus. But for 15 players, I sure hope they didn't take 2 buses.
They travel pretty well then.
Yeah, apparently. So we have a new face-off guy. We have Oliver Van Brocklin. Oliver is a freshman midfielder from Las Vegas. He went to Palo Alto High School, and he's going to be facing off for the Wolfpack here. He's also one of their starting middies and one of their leading scorers. So maybe they have him out there to hold on to the ball a little bit better and not get those quick turnovers. However, Stanford picks it up, and they're looking for transition yet again. Number 2, flag up, got him right in the face. Stanford's going to settle the ball and get their offense on the field, but they do have a free play here with a flag down. And right now, number 11 has Joseph Espinoza caught up at the crease, so he's just going to play, and Joseph's just going to have to wait to see what he does. But we do have a shot clock, so we can't stand there forever. 33 with a shot and went wide. So Stanford's going to get their first man-up opportunity of the day. Penalty on number 36 for the Wolfpack, I believe. 35, excuse me. 35, Nicholas Wydart. All right, so we got our first look at the man-up opportunity here for the Cardinals. It's going to start number 2, Stick. They're going to move the ball. Right now they're starting off on a 1-4-1, so the Wolfpack are really going to have to collapse this crease right here, not having 2 guys on the crease. They're going to have to communicate. They bumped out to kind of this open look 3-2 set. And right to the crease, went off his helmet, I believe, and Stanford picks it back up. Great save by Martinson. Great save, his first one of the game, and that was a huge one. He was wide open on the doorstep. That would have been an easy goal. Successful clear for the Wolfpack. Going to give it to the ex-attackman, Ryan Charbonneau. Yeah, and if you're the Wolfpack here, you're going to want to settle down this ball and get a nice long offense possession. You do not have a lot of players if you're Stanford. We want to start tiring out these players to see if we can get an advantage.
Especially with the altitude too, I'd take advantage of that too.
Absolutely, that's a big thing. I was talking to Coach right before the game. That's something he's looking at for. But looks like another substitution mistake for the Wolfpack is going to kill them. It's going to kill them. So Stanford's got the ball and they're going back the other way, especially when they're still man down. Yeah, so that's the 4 quick turnovers for the Wolfpack, and not the start you're looking for if you're Coach Wright. But another great save by the keeper, Marston. Joseph Espinoza is going to clear it down, and he's going to go right to the cage. He might have an opportunity here, but he wisely decides to pull it out and give it to Captain Billy Buchroyd. Caden Smith in for the Wolfpack and Oliver Van Brocklin. And they get their first good look at an offense possession here where they're moving and getting the ball around the horn. Number 5, Nate Romine, starting freshman attacking for the Wolfpack. And a great dodge from Billy, a little sweep, but they passed it to the middle and they dropped it, but they picked it up. In an unsettled situation, another turnover for the Wolfpack, and a great defensive stop for Stanford. Good hit in the middle from big Nate Romine. Wolfpack has a chance here in an odd man situation, but they're going to pull it out. Great ride from the freshman attackman, laying that body in the middle of the field. Nice clean hit.
He was great in high school. I've watched him play his whole high school career, and he was always just laying people.
Oh yeah, he's a big body. I would not want to get in front of him. Good pass to the middle by Billy. Good shot, but good save by the Stanford keeper. That was a good look from the Wolfpack. First shot of the game, so good that they're getting balls on the net here, but a great save by the keeper. Stanford's going to go right to the net. We got a player running now for the Wolfpack, but we got 6-on-6 across here. Joseph Espinoza on number 11. He's got to stay with him. He's a shifty player. So we've got a dodge here at X. Number 9, Steele Billings, up to the midfield, over to 2, dash I. In his left hand, going down the alley, rolling back to the top side, but great defense here from the Wolfpack, keeping them at bay. I have to imagine the shot clock is running down here. Great save by Marston, but it's going to be a shot clock reset. Ball's loose. Defenders are going to have to get there. He scooped it, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Stanford. Aaron Tao is going to have the ball here. Great defensive stand. It's always a shame when you have a great save from the keeper, but shot clock rules in the NCAA. If it hits off the goalie or the pipes, that's going to be a reset. So the shot clock's going to go back to 80 here. And they're going to have a new possession. Little two-man game at X for Stanford. Wolfpack defender fell down, but they're going to call a moving pick. That's going to be a relief here for the Wolfpack to get the ball. Their defense is looking a little tired after playing over a minute full of defense. So they're going to want to break here, but they're going to have to finish this clear. They're on sides. Nicholas Whiteheart to the goal, to the cage. Nice. He took advantage of that. The Stanford defense was playing out. They were pressing out as aggressive ride on the pole, and he went right to the cage. Great take by the D-pole. That's a huge goal. That's a huge goal for the Wolfpack. What's that's going to do, it's probably going to relax the Stanford ride a little bit, probably going to get guys in and not press so hard. So that's going to be a great advantage here for the Wolfpack. Maybe they can settle down the clear a little bit and know that they can take it if they need to. Always great to start off in a pole goal. Ball loose, that's going to be Wolfpack ball. Oliver Van Brockling with the ball. And he's going to leg it himself, taking out a double, but costly turnover, but they're going to get it back. Billy's going to go right to the goal here, looking for it, over to JP. JP's going to finish, but good stop. Oliver, no, two good stops by the keeper. Kyle Park had two huge saves there that kept opportunity, but another great ride. Nathan Romine, and wisely they decide to pull it out and reset. So a little bit up and down here, Todd. They're both teams, I think, are a little loose, aggressive, but not afraid to make mistakes. Sweep up here for the Wolfpack. He's going to look back, but a costly turnover. Bad pass, it's out and out of bounds. And Stanford's going to have the opportunity to get a possession. That's not the turnover you're looking for. You're early in the shot clock. You just got the ball back. Just kind of had this two-save situation with Kyle Park. You're going to want to settle that one instead of throwing the ball away. But nevertheless, it's going to be Cardinals' ball with, I'm going to guess, probably around 8 minutes left in the quarter. And that's going to be your first time out of the game for Stanford to probably settle things down. So definitely an up and down game so far. If you're over Coach Wright, I don't think you're too pleased with the start. However, you're only down by one. So it's not the worst case scenario. You have the advantage with the numbers. However, Stanford does have the ball. So probably a good timeout by Stanford to kind of get their guys settled. You do not want to be in a running match against this Wolfpack team who has double your numbers. You're going to be exhausted by the end of the first quarter, and you're going to want to play settled 6-on-6 defense and settled 6-on-6 offense. That's going to be the best case scenario for Stanford. So UNR is probably not too upset that they're going up and down all the time because they know they have the man advantage. I imagine Coach Jepson here is making sure that the Stanford players are getting into their settled 6-on-6, running their sets, whether it's their 1-4-1, 3-2 look, or 5-set look, and just settle the ball and get the good opportunity. They've had good shots on Marston. However, he has come up with a couple good saves. So we got the starters back out for both teams. And it's going to be Stanford ball in the top right corner.
There's so many people here. I don't know why we're not playing in the stadium.
I know. We got more attendance than I think some of the UNR football games this year. So we got a 5-set look for Stanford here. We're going to get over 2 to their best attackman dash. Aggressive defense out here by Nicholas. He's going to get on his hands to make sure he can't pass the ball. And he's doing a great job right now. But Dash is going to get right past them, and they're going to have to slide. A little hedge past. He's in the middle, but great takeaway. And UNR came up with the ball. Great ground ball. We're going to get it back to the keeper, Marston, and settle down this clear. Hunter Smith with a good ground ball for UNR to kind of give UNR an opportunity here on offense. And the ref blew the whistle. I'm not sure what. He put it his time. There was no offsides. Might be an issue with a clock, something on the field. I'm not quite sure, but it should stay UNR ball. We're going to see the first offensive unit from the second and a half kind of unit here. With Bodie Lubra, number 7 out there. Number 22, Cannon Trones. Number 28 is going to be Luca Fazio. JP with the ball over to Ryan Charbonneau. And he's going right to the goal. He's a shifty attackman. Good pass to JP. But another good save by Kyle Park. And the goalie is out. He wants this ground ball, but good ground ball by the Stanford Cardinals. Gave it back to the keeper. So that's 3 looks for the UNR offense with one-on-one shots with the keeper. But Park coming up with a great save. So Stanford going to get it settled down. Going to get their offensive team out there. Number 15, Michael Osborne, back at attack. So it looks like they're going to switch some of their middies and attack around a little bit to probably give themselves a little breather and to change up the personnel or the looks they want to have. Dodge up for number 2, attackman playing midfield dash. They're going to probably want to go back to him, especially when he's at his attack position. Great stand here for the UNR defense by the D midi. Joseph Espinoza back on Aaron. He's going to get top side, a slide from UNR to the crease. Shot wide. And they're going to give it to the goalie. Marston backed that one up. Great run out. He knew it was going wide right away. You could see him hedging a little bit, and he won that one. That was a great job by the keeper. Doesn't count in the save column, but that's going to be a huge turnover. Joseph Espinosa being hounded by the defense. And a wild pass in the middle, and Stanford's going to get the ball back. UNR's going to have to hustle back. They got guys back there. He's going right to the ball, right to the goal. Duncan on him, but he slips right at X. And that's got to be a goal, but the goal shifted. And the referees are going to give it to him. That's going to be a goal from number 11, Aaron Tao. That's a costly goal for UNR. Just had a great defensive standard and another turnover in the middle of the field. It's going to kill these guys. Especially after a couple of great offensive opportunities by the offensive Wolfpack team. And giving up goals like that, it's never going to be good. So Jason Gordon back out there. He's 2-0 right now against his counterpart. So he's looking to win this one, but UNR can't afford another turnover in the middle. They have to get the ball to their ex-attack and settle this ball down.
Nice spot, number 2!
And it looks like maybe he flinched a little bit, but nevertheless, it's going to be Cardinals' ball. And UNR is going to be back on defense. Number 9, Steele Billings with the ball going to his left hand. Gonna get the ball to midfielder playing attack, Michael Osborne, and then Dash on the, number 7. No number 7 on the roster.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah. Thought it was number 2, but no, that's a 7 right there. But he almost caused a turnover, and it's going to be a good pickup by Aaron. There's only 3 minutes left in the quarter, and only probably around 30 seconds left in the shot clock. And everyone, I'm assuming here, I don't have the clock in front of me.
Well, you do have it in front of you, you just can't see it.
Correct, yes, it is in front of me. Going to be a midfield dodge here from Finley Desai. He's going to go down the righty alley, kick it to X, kick it to the crease, but they just missed it. Dash is going to settle the ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And the ref called another my time. This is their second my time of the game. So not really sure what's going on.
I apologize for my cough, everybody. It is better than it has been the past week.
Getting back to healthy, Todd.
Yes.
That's good.
I had the flu, and it just left me with this wonderful cough.
Yeah, I still don't know. Can't quite figure it out. But it's going to be Stanford ball. I imagine not too much time left on the clock for the shot clock. But I know there's under 3 minutes left in the quarter.
He's over there talking with Stanford coach.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe an infraction or something going on, but it's probably a conversation they can have at the quarter. But it might be a clock situation because they're still not playing here. We're going to get going here in a second. They're going to have a dodge from Finley Desai. UNR switches the matchup. They want to pull on him. Probably a right move. He's a good dodger. He's a big body. He's still going to go righty down the alley, kick it to Axe. They're going to have a little pick play. That's got to be shot clock violation, but there's no whistle. Marston with a huge hit, but he's out of the cage. He's got to get back in it. And a great save by Marston. An incredible save, running back to the cage. UNR's going the other way. Another pole goal! Another pole goal. That's 2 for him. Number 25, Luke Smiley, with a great take. And that all started with the goaltender, Marston, making a huge save after blowing up a Stanford player, running back to the cage and making a one-on-one stop. That's a large momentum goal if you're the Wolfpack, and the coaches have to be thrilled, and that gives players momentum.
Makes it 3-2 now. Stanford over the Pack.
Yeah.
Assuming we gotta be close to the end of the first.
Yeah, like I said a couple minutes ago, it's under 3, so I'm going to guess maybe a minute and some change here, and that's 3 wins for Gordon. UNR's going to settle it. Hopefully they take it to the end of the quarter here. They're not going. Coach Wright does not want another turnover if you're the UNR offense. He wants a good shot, a good opportunity, an overhand shot. And Oliver Von Brocklin with the dodge, and they're yelling he's got to go. So time is running down, but a great takeaway from the Stanford defender, one-on-one with the turnover. And that's a moving pick, but not called. They're running down the righty alley. He wants to go back to the cage. A little errant pass, a little tight and inside and fast. And that's going to be a turnover, and the ball back in Marston's hands. Marston going to clear up the 3/4 mark, and they're going to get it over. Oliver Van Brocklin open in the middle. They're going to give it to him or JP here, but they're going to have to pass it or go to the cage. Do not want these poles carrying for too long, and a late flag pushed from behind, and the refs are going to call it. A little unnecessary roughness here in the game. And Ryan Charbonneau drove to X over to Oliver Van Brocklen, and a rocket of a shot went a little high. So first man up opportunity for the game for the Wolfpack. However, I think it's short clock, so the coaches are yelling to the players to hold on to the ball. That means if they hold on the ball, they're going to get it in the second quarter. However, as we both know, Todd, some of the players make some questionable decisions at the end of this, and sometimes they throw it away, and there's usually a face-off. So we'll see.
When you see that clock running down, they try to go for that
Yeah.
last minute
Absolutely.
shot.
Absolutely.
But it looks like he's going to sit on it.
Yeah, the Stanford players aren't going to press out quite wisely, right? They've had an up and down game so far. You have 15 players on the bench, only one LSM substitute, so they probably want to use some rest as well. So that does it. End of the first quarter, 3-2, a really exciting first quarter.
Yeah,
up and down for both teams, a little unsettled in situations, but nevertheless, it's a one-goal game and a great start. A great start for both keepers. Marston and Park are really keeping both defenses in the game. I've had about 3 saves apiece, especially Park with a couple really key saves one-on-one with the UNR attacking.
Wind's starting to pick up here a little bit, so you might see I'm working on this is a new system that I kind of put together from stuff I had lying around the house, and I already know some things will change for tomorrow. But if you see it swaying back and forth and whatnot, it just means our typical wind is coming off the hills, which is
absolutely something we're used to in this part of the woods. We thought we were going to get away with it earlier, but wind's picking up. It's actually kind of nice. It feels a nice little breeze, but it's definitely picking up a little bit.
I don't know if I've ever had a game at UNR where it hasn't been breezy somewhat.
Yeah, it's too good to be true, Todd. And if you don't know, it's hat day here at the UNR field. That might be why the crowd is so big. Anyone under a certain age is going to get a free hat. I'm looking around right now. I see a lot of people I know from various coaches with High Sierra High School coaches, players, and everyone and above has come out to enjoy this UNR game.
How's it going?
Which is great to see. They can fill the stands like this every game, given support to the local college team. That's exactly what Coach Wright is doing. That's exactly what he wants to do to grow the game. And that's awesome for the community in Lacrosse here in the Reno area.
Yeah, we always have a great turnout from our youth program, high school all the way down, comes in and supports this team. And most, there are some lower games going on today, but all the high school games usually are played during the week, so a lot of them come here and hang out and watch.
Absolutely. It's a great atmosphere. So for those of you who don't know, Coach TJ Wright took over the UNR program this year, so he's a first-time head coach at the collegiate level. Coach Wright is a local here in Reno, Nevada. He played his high school ball at Galena, where he became an All-American, and then he was one of the first big recruits, D1 recruits out of the area, where he played 4 years collegiate lacrosse at the University of Denver at a D1 level. So he's an incredible ambassador for the sport of lacrosse in the area. He wanted to take on this opportunity to continue to grow, to get the community involved, and so that there's a college program where everyone can kind of come together and cheer for it. And he's doing a great job so far. His first home opener is an exciting one with a huge fan base.
It was always fun watching him in high school.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, incredible goalie, a lot of accolades, and honestly, don't say this often, an even better person. Just an incredible kid who loves the sport of lacrosse, and he's awesome for the game here.
He was one of the top scorers in the league, and so that's for a goalie. That was you never knew what he was going to do.
He was incredible.
Oh!
And UNR with a great take. Ryan Charbonneau a little high, and the UNR man-up team looking to put one in the back of the net. They start off in a 5 set. They're going to move around. It's going to look like a wheel, probably will carry here, and they're going to want to get this Stanford defense rotating. So some cuts in. There comes the wheel from the backside. So it's a backside wheel, looking for a little bit of change. Ryan Charbonneau is going to drive the ball up, pass it to the opposite side. JP with a great shot, but wide. Sharps with the ball to start off over to number 1, Oliver Van Brocklen. JP with the ball, he's going to carry, They continue to move it from the top over to Charbonneau, who takes it, but a good shot, or a good save by Kyle Park. And another one for him. He's up to about 4 or 5 saves already. And Stanford's going to get the ball and settle it. I don't think there's going to be too much time left on the penalty, if any. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be 6-on-6 lacrosse here. But a great offense. You know, you didn't come away with the goal on that one, but the offense was able to move the rock, get it moving a little bit, get the ball in players' hands so they can start to become a little bit more comfortable and run the offense. That's the most important part, and I guarantee TJ, Coach Wright, talked about that at the quarter, right? Run the offense. If the goalie saves it, the goalie saves it, but we want to run the offense and give everyone an opportunity here. We do not want stupid turnovers and weird takes, right? So the defensive side, UNR wants to play 6-on-6 defense. So far, Stanford has controlled the game by weird and awkward situations, right? We call them fast breaks or other things, right? But UNR wants to settle the ball and play 6-on-6 defense like the coach wants. So great defense so far by Joseph Espinoza over number 2 Dash, who's going to get an X dodge here. Looking to turn the pipes. But good one-on-one defense so far. A slide for a double. In 33, John Churchill with the take a little high, but it was a good look for the Stanford Cardinals. But there's not much time on the cage, and they're going right to it. Great save by Marston.
Tried to sneak it in there.
He did. A little shovel from behind. A good take, but I think Marston knew that was coming, and he shut that down. He got right down on his knees pretty quick and took that away. 14, Billy Buckroy, the captain here with the dodge, going to his left hand. He's going to bring it back right, and a shot off the crossbar. Off the crossbar. It's going to go back the other way. Great take by Billy, but Stanford's going to capitalize on an unsettled situation here. And get it over to the top of the key. Number 16, Finley. They're going to settle it, though. They had the opportunity to break, but like I said, they're low on numbers. I think Coach Jepson wants them to settle down and just play. Great lift last second. Dash beat his defender, but he got a lift. Number 35, Nicholas got a lift last second to dislodge that ball, right when Joseph Espinoza was sliding to him. And you hear Coach Wright settle as soon as JP throws the ball away. Oh, I don't know what that was. That was an interference.
That was a 2-point takedown.
Yeah. So the ref threw the flag. So it looks like he might call a hold. But it was interference on Stanford. So it's going to be man-up opportunity for the Cardinals here. I didn't see the hold for the Wolfpack, but I definitely saw the interference call. Either way, Stanford's going to have a man-up opportunity here for 30 seconds. Another defensive possession here for the Wolfpack defense. Number 16, Finley Desai is going to start with the ball for Stanford. They're going to go to their 1-4-1 look. So the whole point of this is they're going to want to get a pick on the crease, and one of the attackmen here is going to fade off of it and look for the pass. So UNR is going to have to collapse pretty hard, but they're going to leave outside shots open just like that. So they did not pick up the guy at X, Aaron Tao, and he just rolled the pipe, and that's an easy goal. And that's one of the problems with the 1-4-1 look, right? Is the defense is so situated on the crease because it's a tough look because you're man down, so you want to put extra defense on the crease, but that leaves the outside opportunity guys for good goals like that. So that was a great opportunity, great smart play by number 11 to roll the pipe right there and get a couple of steps. Number 11, Aaron, that's his third of the game, so that's a hat trick on him. And that put up Stanford up 4-2. Gordon's right now undefeated on the faceoff X, but his kryptonite is he gets a lot of pressure from the Stanford defense. And UNR is not doing a great job helping him. They're kind of standing around watching him run. And if you're a coach, you're definitely going to be frustrated like that. Billy's going to take it, go right down the middle, look over Nathan Romine. Nathan Romine with a good shot. But Kyle Park with another good save. Off stick high, good save by Park. His 5th or 6th. It was a great offensive take by Billy. He was able to get the man advantage, but they couldn't put it away. And just like that, Stanford off the pipe, but we have a hurt defender here for UNR. Looks like a shoulder injury, so we're going to take a referee timeout. And he's down.
Can't see what number it is.
I believe it might be 17 Hunter Smith. I cannot confirm that. It's not Hunter Smith. He's walking on the field right now, so I am wrong. Might be 18 Tyler Lloyd. We'll see. But either way, yeah, he's down. It looks like a shoulder injury. He's holding it and nursing it pretty tight. I think he went for the body and may have hurt it or dislodged it a little bit, but we're going to wait here a second and see what's going on. But he's up. It's a great sign. I was way off by my numbers. It's number 50, Marshall Levy. But he's up and walking away, so that's a great, great sign. So good thing for UNR, they actually have a doctor on the sideline, Dr. Donald Hune. He is the coach for UNR, so good thing for UNR players. If you get hurt, you got a great doctor in the area that knows what he's doing.
Well, that's convenient.
It is very convenient. So Coach Hune out on the sideline, he ran her out right away, so appreciate what he does out there. Great coach. He's the face-off coach for UNR, and I guarantee he's excited about Gordon's performance, but not happy when no one's helping him out. So Finley's going to take it, and that's an easy stop for Marston. Right to his stick, about hip side. It's going to give a break opportunity here for the Wolfpack. Over to JP. Nate Romine's going to cut down the middle, but JP's going to hold on to it, and I think that's a great decision. We don't want a bad turnover. It'd be great to have a goal right there, but UNR needs to possess the ball. You're going to give it to junior attackman Ryan Charbonneau, who's looking to create some offense here. Oliver Van Blockland going to do a sweep right to his strong hands in the middle of the field, and he wants to shoot. He's going to turn around. He's going to get a double from the back. He's going to run away from it. So that's good. That means there's a guy open. They don't look to him. Billy Buchroyd is going to take it. Good split dodge. Back to his right. And a little wide. So a couple good opportunities right now for UNR, but they need to get a shot on the cage and put it past Kyle Park, who's been phenomenal today. Ryan Charbonneau over to the... Oh, man, that was a great
Is
look.
that off the post or off the goalie?
I think it was off the post, but it might have been off Park, but it was a great take. It looked like it was off the post because of a high bounce.
Yeah, it bounced off hard and fast. Hard and fast.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it looks like Billy stepped in the crease after, so it's going to be Stanford ball, but that was a great opportunity from Ryan Charbonneau to pass it to cutting midfielder and captain Billy right to the crease, but he couldn't put it away. And that's going to hurt, but it was a great opportunity, a great offense possession for the Wolfpack, but came away with nothing. So Finley Desai here for the Stanford. Going to have a righty dodge right down the alley. Little movement on the backside for Stanford. Their normal offensive look. In a two-man game, they're going to kick it to. He's going to go to his left. He's going to roll the pipes here. But great defense by the defensive mid. Number 12. Dash just wants to get inside, but 35 is playing really tough defense on him. Nicholas Whiteart doing a good job. 25, Luke Smiley here with the dodge, but they're going to go back. God, good slide from UNR, but wasn't aggressive. Number 16, Finley, is a big guy, but you got to put him down if he's going to get to the middle of the cage like that. But great finish from Stanford. Finley finished over the top, and Marston couldn't get there in time. So that puts the score of 5-2. Stanford over UNR. And I don't know if you've seen many games this year, but UNR usually starts off pretty slow, Todd. So this is pretty normal for UNR. They're definitely a second half team if you've watched their games this season. However, I know talking to Coach right before the game, he's kind of sick of starting off and coming back from behind every game, and he wants these guys to come out firing and winning into the second half. So they got to figure something out, and I think it starts not necessarily at the face offense, but getting the ball to the offense so they can make it, take it, and get the ball back, because you're winning face-offs, but they're doing nothing with it.
Right. No, it would get frustrating every game, you know. I mean, UNR, I think traditionally, not even this year, but all the time, has always been a second half team. And, yeah, you're right. It would get frustrating after a while, especially for a new coach trying to get
Absolutely.
break these old habits.
Absolutely. And Coach Wright previously came from a Galena team where he was coaching for the Galena Grizzlies, a local high school team, where he was used to winning. So coming off from a couple undefeated seasons to losing your first 3 games, it's a different shift, and you have to really find a way to get these guys motivated to come back this season. So, but I mean, they're playing good today, but they just got to find the back of the net. But a big part of that is the goalkeeper, Kyle Park, who's playing on top of his head today, playing very well. So we got Gordon back out there. And if you're the wings for Gordon here, you have to find a way to help him. Whether you set a pick on the ball or you roll off, you V-cut out and get back and get the ball. However, this is a great Stanford win. That's going to be their first face-off win other than an infraction today. So everything I just said doesn't matter if you're Stanford winning these face-offs. Stanford's going to get possession. They got a wide open player at X, but Marston with the save. It bounces back to the Stanford player. They get a play on push, which is a real shame. However, Marston with a great save. That could have been very costly for UNR. A bad mistake, just people not matching up on the players. Left a guy wide open on the crease. Number 11, Aaron's got a short stick matchup. If you're UNR, you want to slide early to this. You want to go now. Great save by Marston. That's an incredible save. A great take by number 11, but Marston with a stop. And the defense definitely trusts Marston. You saw that they were hedging a little bit to number 11, but if they know number 11 is going to shoot it, then they trust Marston. They do not want to give up an easy backside goal. They would rather just have an outside shooter take it. Ryan Sharp now here with the ball with the dodge of X. Lefty coming back righty. Turned the pipe. Didn't get high enough.
It's a bit wide.
Yeah, it was a good take, but he needs to get a little bit higher to get a better angle on that shot. Just didn't have the correct angle for that one. Big Nate Romine maybe wants to dodge here, and he's a force. And he's going to turn it. Good stick at the end, and that's going to be another white shot. So 2 X dodges in a row. Let's see if they continue this play with JP, the lefty attackman, who's on number 4, number 4 is playing him. Over to Billy, they want it to Billy. He's got a short stick, he's gonna go to his right, but he's got no one open. The double comes. The lefty take! Nice. That's a great shot by Captain Billy Buchroyd. And a little celebration there at the end. And that's going to put UNR back within 2, a huge goal. And that was a great take. He went to his right, his strong hand. He had a quick double and a slide come. He rolled back to his left hand and went right back down the middle. There was no other Stanford defender helping him because there was already 2 on the ball, and that left Billy wide open down the middle. Great take by the captain. That's 2 face-off wins in a row for Stanford. I think, okay, Black's on the line. It's going to go back to UNR ball. Maybe some momentum here for the Wolfpack. But Stanford coming out two face-offs in a row after not winning any in the first quarter. That might be a change that Coach Hume's going to have to make here. But either way, it's back with UNR, and they got a chance to make this a one-goal game. Back with Ryan Charbonneau to X over to JP. They're going to give it back to Billy, who's got a short stick on him again. He's going to go to his left, pass it over to Oliver von Brocklin, and he had a cannon. That was a cannon of a shot, but it went wide. Ryan Charbonneau back at X. A little roll dodge. He's going to get back to the middle, and he finished.
Oh.
Great take by number 4, Ryan Charbonneau.
Nice stick.
So, Todd, you saw the previous possession where Charbonneau tried to get top side and he shot it a little bit wide. That was the same move, but he rolled back on the defender. I don't think the defender was expecting it, and he was able to get to that inside roll, and a great finish by Charbonneau. Just like that, we're back at a one-goal game. And Stanford with a big substitution change. Hard to say that, but they just changed about 3 players. Going to give their 3 players on the bench a look, but they're not deep. So they might be feeling the wind a little bit. If you're the defensive player, they're going to pick it up. I don't know, maybe a trip or a push. I don't know. Either way, refs blew it dead. Going to be Wolfpack ball. And it's their chance to tie this game back up at 5 apiece. And the production right now is coming from Charbonneau and Bailey up at the midfield. Nate Romine with a couple good dodges. But they want to get everyone involved here, especially for number 1, Oliver Van Brocklin, one of their best dodgers. Billy's going to take it back. He's got a shorty, so they're shorting him. They don't care. They're going to keep the pull on Oliver. Good pick. Ooh, I don't know. They called a moving pick, but I thought his feet were set maybe a little bit lean on the shoulder. That's might what they have. But either way, fast break opportunity for Stanford. And they're going to give it over to 2 Dash, and that's an easy goal for Stanford. Great passing for the Stanford attackmen, and an opportunity where the Wolfpack defenders, or the offense, they were just running off the field. If you're the Wolfpack offense, you got to get your butts back on defense and stop that break. And then you can sub off with the D-mids at Stanford. But that's not a good goal you want after a couple great offense opportunities, a moving pick call, and you don't get back on defense. Not a great opportunity. It wasn't even going to be an unsettled situation. It was a loose ball call. You got to hustle back on defense for that one if you're the Wolfpack. Kind of UNR's look where they win the face-off, but another almost turnover, but they're going to get it to attackman Charbonneau, who's going to want to settle here. I'll be shocked if he tries to dodge right away.
Almost took out the ref there.
Yep. Kurt Wagner better stay on his feet, otherwise he's going to get knocked out. Billy with the ball here. Oliver von Brocklin. And you got 34, Caden Smith. Pull back on Oliver. Righty sweep down the alley looking for crease. He's going to continue to swing it next to JP. Back up to Caden Smith, who's going to want to get top side in his left hand. Over to Billy. One more to Oliver, who's looking for that shot but doesn't have it. A high bouncer from Billy, but it's not going to go on Kyle Park. It didn't have enough juice to get there, and Park's too good for goalie to let that go in. So Oliver Van Brocklin back on defense, and something was called timeout Stanford. So that should be the second timeout for Stanford this half, so they should be out of timeouts. I believe UNR has 1 left. But so far what we're seeing from the Stanford offense is put it in number 11 and 15's hands. Those two are going to be their initiators. They have great dodges. They're automatically getting a 2 slide, and they're looking for the backside once they get that 2 slide. And they've been very successful so far on that. And if you're Stanford, you want to continue to do that. The UNR defense has had a problem stopping number 11, number 15 on offense. So if you're Coach Chilamidos or Coach Miller over there, you definitely want your boys to stand up and stop getting beat one-on-one. Because because at the end of the day, if you're a pull and you get beat, that's your fault. You can't blame the slide.
You gotta love, as soon as the play stops, the kids come out on the field and start warming up and practicing.
Absolutely, I love it. I love it. A bunch of little ones wearing their Avalanche jerseys.
I'm sure at halftime we'll have a pickup game out there.
I hope so. I'll get out there myself.
I'll be up at tonight, 7 o'clock. I'll be up at Reed High School. I believe they are playing TNT.
Are they in the stadium tonight?
Yes, they are.
Nice.
So that one will be live.
Very nice. Yeah, good matchup between TNT and Reed. I was talking to Coach Chilamitos before the game, who coaches at TNT, so he kind of does double duty with UNR defense and TNT defense, and he's in for an interesting game tonight. He's definitely promoting this Reed offense, and it should be an interesting one. So we got Stanford back on offense. 6-on-6 lacrosse. I don't know how much time is left, but it's probably under 5 or 6 left. I should have looked at the clock. Should have looked at the clock. I'll take a note and do that next time. 33 is going to go down the alley back to Dash, who's at X. And over number 11, Aaron, who's been killing them tonight. Good double by UNR. They threw a flag. I don't know what the flag is on. You have a couple errant whistles from the refs. That was, in my eyes, Todd, that was a very good double from the UNR defenseman, Joseph Espinoza. So they're going to get 35. Nicholas Wydar. And they're going to lock him in for something. I don't know. So UNR's going to be locked in for a minute. And they're starting off in a house look here for the man down unit. Or no, sorry, they're gonna do their 5-man, but they're in a 1-4-1, so they're really gonna pressure the crease here. 2 on the crease, but they have to watch Aaron rolling the pipes here. I'm sure they'd know that after last goal, and look at that. Another goal for Stanford, number 11 to number 15. Those two, you do not want the ball in their hands, and that's gonna make another 2-goal, 3-goal game. And that's the problem, and that's dangerous. I was talking about it earlier with the 1-4-1 look. You have the crease, who you want extra people on, but then you have the threat of the outside. And last time the outside burned you, so what does UNR do? They extend out on the shooters in that X, and what does it do this time? It burns you on the crease. So great offense opportunity for Stanford to put this a 3-goal game. And Stanford with another face-off win. They swing it over to Dash. He looks to shoot it. He's going to take it out and get their offensive unit on the field. Number 11, Aaron, back at X. Joseph Espinoza hung up. And another crease goal from number 11, Aaron, to number 9, Steele Billings. So 2 quick goals for Stanford. And that crease play has really affected them. I mean, that's what happens when you're locked in. Like I said, I don't know what the lock-in was for UNR, but when you're locked in, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Because Stanford can score as many goals as they want in this 1-minute period. And UNR still man down. Oliver Van Brocklen at the face-off X couldn't get it. And Marston trying to make a play here, but Marston's got to get in the cage, and he did another. Todd, he had another one where he was out of the goal, and he ran back into the crease to make a great save. And Marston aggressive, trying to get the ball. He has no other opportunity, but he made a great defensive play and then a great save, and then just like that, UNR with another turnover. So you got to be careful throwing it to your box side. You have a lot of players coming in and out. If you want to make a turnover, throw it to the opposite box. So UNR is going to be even here, 6-on-6, and a quick turnover. He picked up by the defenseman. UNR is going to push it in the opposite direction. Nathan Romine is going to have the possession to start off the UNR offense. In a much-needed possession. I don't think UNR has had the ball for a couple minutes now after that man-up opportunity for Stanford, scoring 2 goals in a 5-on-6 situation. JP for UNR is going to take a dodge here. He's going to go right. He's probably going to turn back left here. Yep, he goes back left. And a low pass, but he still has the ball. UNR still has the ball. Number 22 with the dodge. He's going to go right to the cage, but a good check by the Stanford pole. Number 14, Ryan Majanet, with a great defensive play. And Kyle Parks going to get it up. And Finley Desai has the ball, might go out of bounds, but it's going to stay in. A 6-on-6 opportunity for Stanford. It's a short clock, so not much time left in the game for UNR. And an up pass doesn't go anywhere, but Stanford's going to retain the ball. And there's 5 seconds left. You don't want a goal here, and there shouldn't be. So UNR holds them off. Todd, I'm not sure if that's the actual score. They had it at 7, they scored, they didn't change it. But right now they're showing 4-7 at halftime.
That's what happens when you have kids at the score table?
Yep, they're UNR players, so they're more than likely watching the game. I think it might be, yeah, we'll see. The refs are changing, so 4-8. So it looks like that's going to be the score at half. A couple of goals down the stretch here for Stanford to make it a 4-goal game. UNR made it a 1-goal game after 3-goal deficit. But unfortunately, Stanford's able to capitalize. And they capitalize a lot off of that man-up opportunity they had for a minute that was locked in. So unfortunately for the Wolfpack, they're going to have a 4-goal deficit to start the second half.
And we'll just take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, folks. back. Todd Miller and Patrick Liddy here at UNR as the Wolfpack is playing Stanford. Oh, here we go.
Yep, about to get underway again here. So UNR is down by 4. They got 4 to come back if they want to make it a tie ball game and 5 to get ahead. So they got a little bit of work to do. It starts at the X. And Stanford with a good initial win, but a good ground ball by Gordon. But a scrum in the middle. And it's still a scrum. And a midfielder sitting at the midfield line is going to pick it up for Stanford. So a little face-off scrum in the middle, but Stanford with a great ground ball to start off the second half. Ball back in number 2, Dash's hands. But a good check from Espinoza. He's going to dislodge it. UNR's got to pick this one up, but they didn't. It's going to go their ball. It's going to go their way anyways. So Espinoza and Nicholas Weidart with a great kind of double right there on Dash to cause the turnover. And Stanford's running a little bit of a zone here, a little interference in the middle of the field that the ref missed, but either way, it's going to be UNR ball over in their side of the field. 21, Shane Bartholomew has the ball. He's going to give it to Captain Billy, who's going to run it down. Oliver Brocklin, he's got a little lane in the middle here. UNR still needs another player on the field. He's coming in a little bit late. And UNR with the first settled possession of the second half. Number 10, JP with a big dodge right up the front, but great save by Kyle Park. Another one. So Kyle Park starting right where he left off in the first half with a good save. That was a good take by JP. JP's been a little quiet in the first, but he's getting involved in the second half here. Stanford, number 16, Finley with the possession. Number 11, Aaron's going to roll the pipe again, and that's another really good take by number 11 from Stanford with the goal to make it a 5-goal game.
Defender led him on the inside. Once you're in that position, it's hard to stop him.
Absolutely, especially with him. I mean, he's had a few this night where he's super comfortable around that crease, and he's going to put that away every time if he gets him that one step foot of the goal. Marston has no chance to make that save on that one. And just like that, another goal from this Stanford offense, who's looking very good tonight. And the UNR defense is kind of deflated by another goal from number 11. I think that's his 5th of the game. He's outscoring UNR single-handedly.
And he's got, what, 99% of the goals, right? If not all of them.
Yeah, he has 5. But if not, he doesn't have a goal, I guarantee he assists the others.
Yeah.
So UNR with a great ride, but the ball's still loose. We've got to get more white jerseys in there. Black's swarming the ball, and they get it back. So Stanford ball, they're going to settle it here. Number 15, Michael Osborne. He's going to settle it down here at X. Pass it over number 2, Dash. Over 33, John Churchill with the dodge. He's going to go down the lefty alley. Swing back up top side to try to get back to the middle. Pass to the back side. Yep, and there's Aaron again. So the backside UNR defender was kind of ball watching a little bit, looking at number 33, Churchill's dodge, and got lost. They left the best player for the Stanford team wide open on the backside. And there's 2 quick goals for Stanford Cardinals, and UNR calls their first timeout in the second half. And not a timeout you want to use in the third. If you want to come back, you want to save those timeouts for the fourth. But Coach Wright saw that the only way to stop this, to stop the momentum, is to call a timeout here. Yeah, I mean, if you're the defense, you're going to want to look at a couple things. You're going to want to look at making sure you got the right matchup in number 11, making sure you got the right defender, or you might want to take away that matchup and completely lock him off with a short stick D-mid. I guarantee that might be going through some of the minds of the coaches over there. We'll see what the adjustment is, but their offense is strictly coming from number 11. He has 6 goals so far, and I think he assisted on the 3 others. So he's heavily involved. If you take him away, this UNR defense has a chance, but you have to do something to stop his production because he is the Stanford offense right now.
Ref tells the kids to get off the field so we can get going again.
So number 8, Jason Gordon, up against the pole. So we're going to match him up with a pole. Gordon should have an easy initial win here, but he's about to get hounded, and there's 2 poles on the wing. So double pole luck. Jason wins the faceoff but cannot pick up the ground ball. And Stanford does a good job picking it up, but they turn it away, but the ball loose with number 11 by the goal. Number 3, Devin Roy with a good check, who's going to give UNR the ball back. So Todd, it looks like the change that UNR is making is they have number 3, Devin Roy, in the game. So it looks like they made a substitution. Whether you're tired or whether a matchup situation, they've made a quick substitution on the defensive side to maybe give UNR a different look at that attack. So UNR with their second settled possession of the second half. And they need a goal here bad. Ball up to Billy with the dodge with his left hand. Over number 1, Oliver Van Brockland. And he's had a couple of really good shots tonight that have just not found the cage. They're going a little high. He has kind of this low arm, sidearm rip that's going above Kyle Parks' stick every time. And I'll tell you what, that ball is cooking, but he has to find a way to get that on the 6x6. Number 4, Ryan Charbonneau over to number 1, Oliver LaPlante. He's going to uncork one again, and that's off the Stanford defender. And I'll tell you what, he's probably a little dazed because that was coming fast. Number 11, Aaron's going to go right to the cage. UNR's going to have to slide here. Over 16, Finley.
Oh.
And that's a stinger on Marston. Yep, and that's another quick goal where number 11 was heavily involved, right? He beat his defender at the midfield line, not where you want to get beat as a defenseman, and he was hustling down the left side of the field. UNR has to make a decision to slide at that point because they're not going to let him just walk in, and he had great pass to the following offensive midi, number 15, where he unscrewed one about 8 yards out, and Marston had no shot on that.
He had a wide open lane.
Yeah,
nobody in the way.
Nope, and yeah, if you're the goalkeeper, you're not gonna. That's a ball you're not gonna save. So Van Brockland back out there with Billy and Camden. Billy with the dodge right out of the way. Gonna look back to Camden. Camden does not catch it. Camden's a lefty, so it's in his right hand. Camden with the lefty dodge down the alley. He's gonna look to the middle, but nothing there. No one open. Go back to his right, go back to his left, and no help. Great defense by the Stanford Cardinals. Olivers might get a dodge here, but he has a pole, maybe a 2-man game up top with him and Billy, but passes it to Ryan Charbonneau. He's gonna dodge, roll to his right, and roll back, but a little high. It was a good take by Charbonneau. Didn't find the net. Billy Buchroyd with the take going left. He wants his right, coming back right, and a great shot by the captain. And that gives UNR a little bit of momentum. That helps. A great dodge by Billy. He went to his left, pulled it back in his right hand, and decided to crank one fading away from the net. It was a great take. Kyle didn't save that one. Really good shot, because if that was going to be another save by Kyle Park, that would have deflated this offense pretty bad. So the 2 weights back out there on face-off X. Jason's going to win this forward, but he's having trouble picking up the ground ball with the Stanford pull on him every time. But it's going to be on JP's hands, so he's going to settle it down. JP might take it here. He's got the size advantage, getting to his left hand. Defender coming in, got hit in the head. Refs didn't see it. So we're going to play 6-on-6 here. Number 22, Ken Thomes. Over Nate Romine. Nate Romine with a big righty dodge here, going to his left. He's going to want to come back here. Fade away. The Stanford defenseman was cheating. And he was able to win that backup. So great job by number 14 to kind of cheat that shot a little bit. Saw it going wide and beat the ex-attackman to the ball. So it's going to give Stanford the possession here. Back to Kyle Park. Good ride so far by UNR, making the Poles get involved, not just giving up to the midfield line. Check by number 13, Duncan. That ball should be out of bounds. Great ride by the Wolfpack. A ride that they haven't really been involved too much in the first half. They haven't settled up and really pressured the Stanford defense, but great job to get the ball back here. They got to take advantage of this one, trying to make it a 4-goal game or a 5-goal game. So we got this offensive line back out, number 22-28, and we got Bodie Lubra, the lefty out of Reno, and that's just a bad turnover from the attack. Just silly passing, didn't get it, and it's a killer turnover, not even a shot on the goal, and an easy clear for Stanford. Finley decides he's going to take it down the lefty lane, back into the hands of number 11, who we've seen tonight cause havoc on this UNR defense. So good slides right there, not letting him get anything, but you have a short stick on him now, and you have to go quick here. So they fade here with Roy, over to 16 to Finley, and there's no one playing defense out there right now. He's wide open again for a shot, and it's 11-16. If you want people shooting, you do not want those two shooting. So you're going to want to get the balls in number 9's hand, maybe in Dash's hand, maybe in 33's hand. However, number 11 and number 16 are taking all their goals. You have to find a way if you're the UNR defense.
Go, boys!
They're over there by the goal talking it out.
Yep. Another face-off here in the second. Good ground ball. Number 26, Thomas Cole. Marston's going to clear it up. Cole's open a little bit, but he's going to drop deep. Marston's just going to take it. I don't blame him. Great job. Over to Oliver Brockman. He's got to pick it up, though. He dropped that one. He did. So we get the ball to X. Maybe a little dodge here. He's going to turn the pipes. Good take. Good take. Back up by JP. So some quick offense right off the substitution for UNR. Offense they need to get going. Down by 7 goals at this point. And that was a good aggressive dodge by JP, but he drops the ball, shoots it. Kyle Park with a good save, and it's going to go back to the Cardinals. UNR's got to hustle, get a guy on the field. They have Mitty who's not involved. They got to get him in. Playing 6-on-5 here. So they call it crypto, which is a zone. So it looks like UNR was trying to get into a zone. I don't think everyone heard them. Some people playing man, some weren't. They weren't into their defense. if you're in crypto, you're going to want 2 players on the pipes, and that lefty pipe was left wide open.
Yeah, he just walked right around the corner and just shot it right in.
Yeah, the defense is unorganized. They're going to make another change. It's tough, right? You're getting beat by a lot of goals. You're probably a little deflated, but you got to keep playing. Lacrosse is a game of runs. You can come back here. It looks like the defense is just kind of giving up here, which is not good. You're not happy if you're the coaches. And if you're not happy if you're Marston, just getting shelled right now. Good face-off win by Gordon. He's got to pick it up. Over to 12, Carson Niederhaus. And Joseph Espinoza is going to be on the ball. Another defensive possession for the Wolfpack. So see what they call here. Right now they're standing off in man. Got big number 11, Parker Kahn in there. Will change for the Wolfpack. A dodge from Finley. It's going to go right. It's going to roll back left. A good slide or double from Parker. They have to recover back on the back side, and they do a good job at number 11. Keep them there, keep them there. There you go, good job. You don't want them rolling on you. They're very shifty attackmen. And UNR is playing pretty good defense right now. They're going to get low on the shot clock here. Dodge number 9. And it's going to go wide. So this is possession from the Wolfpack defense that you want playing every single time. You need this type of possession. You do not want to give an easy shot or look from the Stanford Cardinals, which they have been doing in this third. So not great communication on that pick, but good slide for number 88, Joseph Espinoza. They're going to get the ball up to number 9, Steele Billings. Going to get him down the alley into his left hand. He's going to come back right. And Marston with the save. Good job. Got a breaking offensive midi, but he just missed the pass, Todd, and that's going to be a killer. Just a wide open pass, not a pass you can drop. Great save by Marston, though. He's going to have to buckle down and get another one because you know a shot's coming. But Stanford's going to settle. They got a fresh shot clock. Dodge from 11. And great save by Marston again. Aaron with a little hezzy-hey on that one. Dropped it low but went high, but Marston did not fall for that fake. Number 33, John Churchill up top. Number 2, Dash. He's going to dodge from the righty, get it back to X. To Steele Billings, who's on number 11, Big Parker. Good slide, but the slide pushed him right back into Parker. Number 9, Steele Billings, bumped off Parker, rolled the crease, and was able to finish it. That's kind of unfortunate because it was a great slide. But that's a good situation, kind of a learning point. When you're sliding, you don't want to just blow him up and push him right back, right? Because he was able to push off and get that offensive look. You kind of want to drive him back so you have control where he's going. So unfortunate goal, no chance for Marston to save that one. And just like that, I think the score is 14-5.
Yes.
It's getting pretty ugly for UNR. But you're going to get the ball here. You have to pick it up. Number 14 didn't want to pick that up. I'm 14, I don't want the ball in my hands. He's had the last 2 goals for UNR. Oliver up top. We got a player down for Stanford. So the refs are going to injury timeout here.
This one's cramping up.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an open look for UNR, so unfortunate, but player safety is pretty important. Looks like they're fixing some turf on the field. Some loose turf over at the intramural field. And it should stay here with UNR ball. UNR has the opportunity to score one here, to get it back a little bit. They have a long ways if they want to come back. even if they're not going to come back today, Todd, they got to get this offensive moving and this defense to stand on their head a little bit because they got a game tomorrow, so they're going to have to figure some stuff out. 5 Nate Romine is going to start with the ball. He's going to get over to the captain, Billy. He's going to dodge. He's going to go into his right. Crank one. It was a really, really good shot from Billy. Went a little wide. I think it was on net. It had a chance. It was an offside stick for, or no, sorry, low side stick for Parker. Oliver with the good look backside. Nate Romine just dropped it. He had it and he dropped it. Really good look for Van Brocklen. Unfortunate situation. That would have been an easy goal if Nate realized he caught that. But great ride from JP. JP's going to shoot it. It went in. JP realized that the goalie was out of the net, took advantage. The Stanford pole couldn't pick it off, and that's a goal from JP. Good accuracy. That was about a, I don't know, 30-yard goal?
If that,
yeah.
I mean,
so UNR are still alive. Giving them a little bit of life. The bench was very excited for that one, so we'll see what they can do after this. Momentum is very important in this game. Getting everyone up and getting them going. Remember, UNR has the depth advantage right now, so if Stanford's going to close out this game a little tired, they got the advantage, but you have to start putting the ball in the back of the net. Great win, great face-off win by Gordon. He's going to go right down the middle, pass over to JP. He drops it. He drops it. That's a killer. 2 drops in a row by the UNR attackmen. Costly drops that could have been easy goals. So they're in a 10-man ride. Marston's out of the cage. I think UNR got the ball back. But they're going to give it back to Stanford. I'm not sure what that one was. But that was a good 10-man ride. So Aaron's going to come out of the midfield line here. A little different look for the Stanford offense. Finley on a short stick. You're going to want to probably slide to him. So Parker did. We have a guy wide open in the crease. Good recovery. Good Rico from the D mid. The ball is on the ground. There's 2 minutes left in the quarter. So really short time here. Probably not much time left on the shot clock. You cannot have a goal here if you're the Wolfpack. So they got him hung. So he's hung at the back. So they're just going to sit there. But you have to mark up. If you're the off-ball defense, you have to mark up on your guy and not give a shot off. That's okay. That's a bad angle. And they got the ball back under 2 minutes. Probably some 1 minute change. Nick doing a good job getting the ball up the field. He's going to have to find a guy here. But UNR has to help him. Good job. Good job from Nick. Ball to Billy. There's a flag on the field. Free play. Nate Romine over to 21, the D-mid. And it just went wide. Good check from the Cardinals at the end. Shane Bartholomew with a good lefty takedown in the middle, but better defense from the Cardinals. But there is a flag, so I'm not sure how much time. We'll see what the ref says here. They called a push or a body check to the head. 1 minute. Or hold or something. I don't know. They had a bunch of signals. I couldn't tell. Either way, it's going to be 1 minute for UNR. They've only had a couple of man-up opportunities today. They have to cash one here. Over Oliver Van Brocklen. Charbonneau with the take. Not going to go past Kyle Park. It was a low-angle shot, low to high, right to a stick. Not a great opportunity, and the ball is back in the hands of the Cardinals. An easy clear, not a clear you can give up. That should be an advantage for the Wolfpack. But Marston back with the ball. You have Oliver wide open. Joseph Espinosa with the ball. He's going to push it up. He's going to look for number 1. Will draw and dump. Joseph Espinosa has to continue to carry to the cage until he gets picked up. There's low time on the clock. Over to Charbonneau. They have the ball. So UNR has the ball at the end of the end of the quarter. So we're going to the fourth quarter. UNR down 6-13, but UNR does have the man-up opportunity. I'm not sure how much time is left on the man-up opportunity, but it's not much. But either way, you start with the ball. You do not have to worry about the face-off ends. So if I'm Coach Wright, I'm putting in a nifty little play to try to get Oliver, JP, or Charbonneau with an easy, quick look to try to make this a little bit more manageable of a comeback.
Well, one more quarter to go, and then pack it up and get ready for tomorrow. We'll be back here at noon as UNR takes on Boise.
Yeah, it should be another beautiful day tomorrow, Todd, too. St. Patrick's Day, there might be some festivities going on here. Who doesn't want to win on St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, I'll have my corned beef stuff getting ready for dinner at home.
You and me both. Making some nice Irish soda bread, some corned beef and cabbage. Can't ask for anything better.
Oh, yeah, I eat a lot. And then you have corned beef sandwiches the rest of the week.
Yep, even better. Even better. So the players should be coming back from the quarter break here. 15 minutes left to go in UNR's season opener at home, down by 8 goals. They're going to have quite the comeback if they want to make this a game. They have the capabilities with winning faceoffs and getting shots on net, but you got to start putting them in the back of the net. If you're the UNR defense, you have a couple options. You're going to want to start to press out on this Stanford offense, who's been playing very good, so that's dangerous. Or you can change it up, give them a different look, give them a zone look, change up the matchups so their offense isn't as easy. But either way, some changes have to be made. UNR with the start, over to number 1. JP has the ball, he's going to shoot it, it's going to go wide. So the penalty's going to be released. We're going to go back to 6-on-6 lacrosse. And the ball should be at X with Ryan Charbonneau. So they had to find a ball. I think they got some balls at the bottom, at the end line, over to Nate Romine. Down pick. He's going to move it. Billy's going to get through. Oliver's going to dodge to his right, get it down to X. We're probably going to get an opposite dodge here. Nope, he's going to give it back up to Billy on the short stick. Good split dodge right to the middle. Camden's going to shoot it. And a good save by Kyle Park. Kind of a rough angle for Cam there to get that ball past the bounce shot at that angle. It's usually not going to go in. But either way, good save by the goaltender who has double-digit saves, who's been incredible tonight. Not easy to get the ball past him.
Keep hearing other whistles. It must be from the soccer game.
Yep. Yep, we got a soccer game, then we got a baseball game on the other side. There's no whistles in baseball, but bunch of activities here at the UNR campus.
Oh, especially on Saturdays.
Yep. Nate Romine with the easy look from Ryan Charbonneau. That would have been an easy dodge and finish. However, he missed it.
Yeah, he was not happy with himself on that.
Nope. So UNR's in their ride. A ride they've been successful when they've been in it. However, they leave up the backside failing. They're in a 10-man. I didn't see that. So they took a shot. Unfortunately, it didn't go in, but they're going to have to get picked on 6-on-6. Espinosa's going to get dodged down right away from Billings. And a shot to pass to 99. Marston with a great save. Great save from Marston. 99 was wide open in the middle of the field with no one on him. And Marston had an incredible offside stick save. Number 13, Duncan, going to give it to Charbonneau. Charbonnet's going to settle it. We got a pick coming between Charbonnet and Nate Romine. A little two-man game here, but he calls it off. Caden Smith up at top with Billy and Oliver and Brockman. There's a flag down. Looks like too many men, potentially. I don't know what the flag is. Offsides. So we got an offsides, 30-second opportunity here for the Wolfpack to get one back at the net. Slow play, so they're waiting on something, but they're going to get the game going here. Over to Charbonnet. Up to Oliver, and Oliver with the step-down shots. Oliver from Brockman unleashed one there, and he's been shooting hard all night. That is the first one that's even hit the 6x6, so I might get his confidence up a little bit. And that was a great pass from Charbonnet up to the big shooter up at the top of the X, and that's gonna put UNR a little bit closer. So they still got a long way to go, but they're fighting back a little bit. Key here, Oliver has to win this faceoff. You have to win this faceoff and get an opportunity on offense again. The ball cannot be in Stanford's hands. So a little stalemate here at the X. Oliver is going to actually kind of win the faceoff, but a great LSM play for number 32, Carter Kling, who dislodged it from Oliver and got the ground ball, and it's going to give Stanford a little bit of offense opportunity. Number 9, Billings on Espinoza. Espinoza has to be aggressive here. You have to be aggressive even if you're on number 11, Aaron. You have to find a way to get the ball back. Unfortunately, down this many goals, you cannot just wait for the shot clock every time. You might be able to this possession. There should be around 30 seconds left in the clock. However, you have to start being aggressive. Great stand-up from the D-mid. Number 33 going to his left. I think it's Churchill. He's going to go back to his right. Great check. That's going to be UNR ball going the other way. 25 Smiley is going to pick it up. Give it over to Nate. One more to Charbonnet. It was a low pass from Romine to Charbonnet. Charbonnet could not pick it up in time. And that was a little bit of a hold. It wasn't called. And it's going to be Stanford ball. And they're going to call the trip. So pretty unfortunate. Not the greatest reffing there. You had a fast break opportunity for Stanford with the call. And the refs blew it dead. After a missed hold, that would have been put UNR up a man, so not the best circumstances if you are UNR on that one. That's going to hurt you. And Stanford's going to go to their 1-4-1 look. However, if that ball's at X, you have to be aggressive here. You have to be aggressive if you're UNR. You cannot let them pass it around and get their offensive look. You have to change something up if you're the defense. So looks like they're going to keep doing the same thing. They got guy wide open, number 33 on the backside, Churchill. You're going to have a guy wide open here. Make sure they get a guy on Aaron here who's going to roll the pipes. And ball down. So good defense by Espinoza, not letting that ball through, and they picked it up. Number 17, Hunter Smith with a great pickup out of the middle of the field. And he needs some help here. If you're an attackman, you got to help him out. So Nate Romine's going to pick it up. He's got 2 on. UNR still man down. They're going to throw the flag eventually after he begged for it. Billy's going to go to the cager. You have to go. You're still down by a lot of goals here. High bouncer from Billy. If Billy didn't just throw that too high of a bouncer, I think that would have went. He was about 5 yards off the cage. So man up here for their penalty is released, so they have 6. Stanford has 5. Charbonnet at X. Over JP, up to Billy, to the crease to Nate. And Nate got swarmed there, but they kicked it back out. So Billy's got the ball. We still have time over Oliver. And they are hedging to him pretty quick on that shot. They do not want Oliver shooting, but a great shot for number 22, Kander Domes.
Bottom right corner.
Absolutely great placement. You got to be excited if you're UNR for that one. You're still down by a few goals. Not a lot of time left, but their offense is moving. They're looking a little better here in the 4th. Oliver and Brocklin back out there for the face. Hasn't been successful as Jason Gordon tonight. However, they need him out there for offensive capabilities. So they're trying to look at a quick one from Oliver who can go down, who can get a transition goal. And if this doesn't go UNR way, your defense has to be aggressive. You have to get out on everyone and not make it easy. Right now, you have to start pressuring. Devin Roy, Joseph Espinoza out on number 9 on Billings. They're kind of just waiting. If I was Joseph, I'd be out on his hands, not getting anything easy. See if you can get a quick takeaway. You have the man advantage on the substitution game. Number 11, Aaron up top, who's going to dodge on a D-mid. Probably a quick slide here if you're UNR. Yep, quick slide from another D-mid, but he's going to re-dodge here. So Aaron with the righty dodge. But in his left hand, he's going to come back right. Yep, roll back right. He got the quick switch on the other D-mid. Lefty shot, didn't make it to the cage. Got to clear the crease for UNR, but the ball's up and they're going. LSM number 26, Thomas Cole with the ball. He's being pressured, but he's going down the right side. And they're going to get to JP. JP's going to have a little difficulty handling that ball. And Cole picked it up for a second, got it hit away. Roy kind of flinged it to the middle of the field with no one there. In a killer possession for UNR. Is going to give the ball back to Stanford. Just a killer right there. JP, I think, was thinking before he caught it fully and just dropped the ball. And not going their way right now. So 2 possessions in a row for Stanford. They're going to kill some clock here. They're going to settle down. We have to be, or UNR has to be aggressive on defense. Good take by the Stanford attackman, but better save by Marston. High pass up to Espinoza. Espinoza's going to have to push it. He's going to have 2 on him here, but you have to start going the cage. Charbonnet's going to get an outlet. Ball at X for Charbonnet. With Big Nate. He's going to have a dodge here. He's going to roll back to number 1, Oliver. Good stick from Kyle Park. Oliver probably wants that one back. He was only about 10 yards off the cage. Good save by Park. Charbonnet loses his footing, still up, tries a little Spider-Man shot going the other way, doesn't get there. Park picks it up. So we got a 10-man ride coming. So Marston's going to come out of the cage. You have to find a guy here if you're UNR. We do not want to back off too much and just let him pass it, just like we can just do a shot, and that might be one of the most unfortunate goals we'll ever see. Number 17, Hunter Smith, tried to pick off the shot. It was going out of bounds. It wasn't going to go in, and he deflected it in. And that's a killer goal for UNR.
I kind of missed that one. Those are hard for me to follow when you're on one side of the field. He just lets it rip.
I know.
It's like,
and that's the problem with the 10-man game. 10-man game, we don't want to back off too far if you're the attackman to let the depot get a wide open shot. Because the depot can shoot it wherever he's open. If he's anywhere on the field with the ball and the goalie's out of the cage, all you do is try to throw that ball in the net, and most of the time you're going to have backup with the ex-attackman. We want to have pressure all the time, so you can't shoot it easily. So there's a flag. I'm not sure what the flag was on that one, Todd, but it's going to go UNR's way. It might have been too many face-off violations. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're going to give it for the face-off man. So too many violations for Stanford. So once you have 2 violations, if you get a third, that third is going to be an automatic penalty. So it's going to be UNR ball here with the man up for about 30 seconds. And you're going to look for the shooters here. You got number 1, Oliver Van Brocklin, 10, JP, and Charbonneau. However, number 22, Camden, had a great goal last man up. So watch for him to step in here too. So the man up a little bit dysfunctional. Have 2 guys going to the same spot at once. But they're moving. Oliver's going to shoot it high. And they're going to give it to Stanford. I don't know. I thought UNR was back there, but maybe not. So they're going to give the ball to Kyle Park for the backup. UNR kind of in a hesitation, 10-man ride. Marston's going to get back in net wisely. They're going to, I would double the ball right there if I was UNR, but they're just going to send 17 out on Osborne. Got to start throwing some checks right there. Perfect time to do it. Over to Dash. Up to Finley. And Finley's going to have probably a dodge from the wing here. And keep the ball from behind. 2-man game. Double opportunity here for Espinoza. Does not get it. Getting it back to Billings. Finley's going to dodge, so they have a black call. So that means they're locking off everyone. So number 12 is kind of on an island here. He's going to have a little bit of help, but not much. He's got to get up here. Ball to Billings on the crease. Shot wide. That should be UNR. They're going to give it to UNR. Yep, good call. 17 Hunter Smith was back there, so he's going to have an opportunity. We have to get the ball up, get the offensive personnel on the field, and start dodging. Not too much time left. So over to Oliver. Down to Charbonneau. Romine up here. Billy's going to get it. Watch Billy. He's probably going to dodge right away. He's going to get a cut-through cutter here. Billy's going to go. Going to go to his left. Come back right with his right hand. Yep, he's going to keep coming. Top side. And great soak by number 11, Aaron, who took that shot. Oliver's got the ball but loses it. Ball is loose. And Stanford's got it going the other way. And they're going to get a fast break opportunity. We'll see what they do with the dash. Over to Osborne. Martinson out of the goal. And that's just an easy shot when no one's in net. The tackman, Nate Romine, was stuck down there. I don't think he knew to get out on him. That's what happens when the attackman has to get back in place in defense, but that's the risk you're going to have. But a good reward here for Stanford, who's going to get a late goal here and put them up another. So face off here, we've got Oliver. We got number 8, Cannon Cassane, who's been facing off for them most of the night. Been doing a good job here in the second half. Oliver picks this one cleanly. He's going to the cage. Flag down. Easy opportunity. Good save to Kyle Park. So free play. Oliver knew it. He knew he got hit in the head. Not the greatest shot. It went right to Kyle's stick, but it's a good opportunity, and it's a shot you have to take. Maybe get a free play. But I guarantee Oliver wants that one back. It is his face-off stick, so he doesn't know exactly where it's going. But he's going to have an opportunity here. So you get number 1 Oliver here, over to 22 Camden, down to Charbonneau. Nate Romines on attack, or on crease, moving around. Over to JP. JP shoots and wide. Charbonneau up to JP. JP over to Billy. Billy hits a stick. Advantage Stanford here.
Tangled up down there.
They did get tangled. No call. Hold going the other way. Not sure where the hold was. Or who it was on. Defense is back. You got to get people on the field, and you have to start pressing, potentially doubling the ball, getting Marston out of the cage, and trying to get the ball back. Even though you're down by 7, it's a good opportunity and good practice for this UNR defense to practice this. So UNR, Stanford's still man down, that's why, that makes sense. And you gave up an easy goal. I think UNR's a little confused on they were man up, and they were kind of just standing there. Been a great chance for a double. Timeout, UNR.
Got to be getting close to the end here.
Yeah.
Saying what, under 5 at least.
Yeah, I would assume absolutely under 5 minutes. Score 9-17. Stanford handedly has the advantage here in the second half. They had a great second half. First half they were up by 4, and they made it a pretty large lead here going into the 4th and almost the game. They got to be happy here coming in from California to play kind of a tough UNR team on this home field. Playing very well. Their offense has played phenomenal tonight, especially number 11 and number 16, and even a better performance probably from their goalkeeper, who kept UNR out of the goal a large part of the first half. Kyle Park hasn't had to do too much in the second half here, but he kept UNR off the tally in the first half very well. So we got some new people in the game for UNR. We got number 23 attackman, Kevin Dalton. Number 34 attackman, Caden Smith, who was playing midfield but now at attack. And Nate Romine's going to stay in there as the ready attackman.
He's played the full game so far.
He has. This is actually his first start. I was talking to Coach before the game. He's making a starting appearance tonight. He's had a good first couple games, and they like his big body in there. And he's been playing well. Look for him to continue to grow. He's a freshman. You wouldn't believe it by looking at him, but he is a freshman. So getting some more confidence at that righty spot is going to do great for him. As soon as we say he passes it back to Oliver, probably a good look if Oliver was with his normal offensive stick, but with that Fogo stick, probably not the greatest pass. It's going to go back to Stanford. There's 2:45 left on the game clock. So we're under 2 minutes here, or close to under 2 minutes. Whoops. Yep, so he's going to shoot it. Like I said, as soon as the goalie is out, those depots are going to look to shoot it. If you're the attackman, you can't let him shoot it. You have to be aggressive. That gives an easy possession to Stanford, who's going to have that backup. The UNR defender is not going to be behind the Stanford attacker.
Just wish they'd roll the cameraman before they do that. So Stanford's probably going to look to kill the time here, close to under 2 minutes. Probably 50, 40 seconds left on the shot clock. They're not going to do much here. Just going to kill it. Parker out on number 9, Billings. And Billings turns it, but a great save by Marston. Marston with his 13th or 14th save of the game, keeping UNR score a little bit reasonable down the end here. That was an easy goal by Billings. Definitely under 2 minutes at this point. UNR's got the chance to get to 9, potentially 10 goals.
He's got a short stick matchup for one of the first times tonight. He's going to go his left hand. Great shot from his left hand. A little wide.
Just by a foot and a half.
Yeah, he's an incredible shooter. When it hits the cage, it has a chance, but he hasn't had many opportunities to put that ball on the 6-on-6 frame tonight. Only 2 shots, I think. One went in and one was saved by Park. Billy with a slash to the back. Flag down. Man up opportunity for UNR. So you get the normal man up unit in there for UNR. Number 22 Camden back out there. We're going to get JP Sharpenaw. Caden Smith's going to stay out. Nate Romine and Billy with the ball in the top left. Up to Billy, he drops it. 50 seconds left in the game, so they're going to finish the game man up unless they score here. Over to Camden. Nate Romine. Up to Camden. Over to Oliver. Shoots it wide. And they're going to give it to the goalie. No backup for UNR. So under 50 seconds, probably around 30 seconds of the game, UNR has the man-up advantage. Stanford just needs to get the ball over and kill the rest of the clock.
That's right. You're getting text updates all the time, huh?
Yeah. Yep. That's the system we got here today, Todd.
Like, you're doing pretty good.
And UNR's got the ball with not much time left and another turnover. And that should be the game. The refs are going to call it. And that will do it for us today, Todd.
Yep.
17-8 Stanford. An incredible performance in the second half by the Stanford Cardinals. They put up an impressive 9-10 goals. They looked very good today in the second half. A very good team. Didn't bring a lot of players, but they didn't need it.
No, it was still good, you know. Good crowd for the home opener here. Hopefully tomorrow, as they take on Boise, we can get some better results out of this one.
Yep, a lot to learn from this UNR game. You know, definitely not the game you wanted, but some things to work on. You know, they have a very young team, a freshman-oriented defense, some freshmen on the offense, and just you want to continue to grow at this point. You just don't want to go backwards.
So I think that's going to wrap it up for us. Todd Miller and Patrick Liddy here for Local Sports in the High Sierra Lacrosse League and UNR, saying have a good day, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow at noon.